What's going on, Park Hoppers? It's Tugs, and I wanted to go over this article with you guys because it popped up on my Facebook newsfeed, of all places. And it looks like the Disneyland employees and Disneyland fans are starting to fight back a little bit. For those of you who've been subscribed to our channel, you've seen the videos that Jeremy and Jay have done about Gavin Newsom fighting against Disney's reopening. There's been a lot of drama. Bob Iger has quit the task force and all of this thing that's going on for forever. And Anaheim and Disneyland have been fighting for the last, I don't even know how many years. Anyway, it's just a big mess right now because Governor Newsom just will not open the parks despite successful reopenings all around the world. Literally, Disneyland in California is the only one that's been open, right? So those of you who have been subscribed to our channel, you've seen these videos. If you haven't, please go back through our video history. You'll be able to see them there. They're really informative. It just goes through what's going on in California right now and these poor cast members who have been furloughed and let go, and they've had to fire a whole bunch of people, and it's just really sad what's going on in California right now. Well, today, according to Deadline, which is a huge, I also saw an article on Variety, which is even bigger. This made crazy news this morning. Disneyland employees and allies, fans, people like myself who go to the parks, held a rally this morning outside Disneyland itself for reopening. They all gathered together. It says here, a rally was held this morning by Disneyland employees and their supporters outside of the theme park's gates in Anaheim, calling for the entertainment attraction to reopen. An estimated 40 people, reportedly consisting of Disneyland employees and frequent park goers, staged the rally, holding not happy signs and shouting to open Disneyland. CBS News reported that the Graffias family, compromise of 3 generations of Disney fans, turned out in support of the park employees. We've been coming here for years, ever since my daughter was 3 months old. Jennifer Graffias said, the cast members have always been here to support us and they make us have a good time. We need to support them. It's our turn to be out here hitting the pavement to get their jobs back. The rally called on the company to adopt the same safety precautions deployed at Disney World in Florida and at other theme parks that have allowed reopenings. Now keep in mind the safety precautions that Disney World uses are literally the safety precautions that are being used at other Disney parks around the world. Tokyo, Japan, China, all of those Disney parks as well are using the same safety precautions, a little bit of different adjustments depending on the rules and everything, but there's always a board that everybody's following. So Florida's not the only one using these safety precautions. Theme parks all over the world and all over the country are using them as well. If Walt Disney World can open safely, so can we, said Jessica, Jennifer Graffias' daughter. We can social distance, we can wear our mask, we can be safe, and we can open our happy place. I know Walt would want us to reopen. The company has not issued a statement yet regarding responding to the rally. Disney CEO Bob Chapek recently criticized Governor Gavin Newsom's administration for its foot dragging on providing safety guidelines that would allow reopening. Now that was the Deadline article. There's also a local KTLA number 5 news station that did a report on this as well. And a quote here was one from a cast member named Terry. She said she's worked for the company for 14 years, understood when the park remained closed over the summer, but said that Gavin Newsom should allow Disneyland to open now. The governor is not allowing the park to open, but he's not supporting anybody either, Terry said. He can't have it both ways. We all have families. So the drama continues. At some point, you would think Gavin Newsom would just give in and get everything and say, yep, these are our safety precautions and this is what we're going to do. But he's on such a power trip right now. The safety precautions at first were really good. You know, they stopped the spread. They did what they needed to do. But now it's months later and you have all of these people. We're going into the winter. It's going to be cold. People need to pay their power bills. They need to pay their heat bills. They got to get food. They got to do all these things with holidays coming up. And you're sitting here keeping this huge employer closed. It's just crazy. I'm really, really glad that this rally happened this morning. About 40 people, it says, showed up, which is great. Kind of wish I had known about it. And I might have driven down there to show up and show my support too. Hopefully they continue to have these rallies because I think with the public speaking their minds and showing up and showing support and showing the dedication that we have to these parks, that maybe at some point it'll get through somebody's head somewhere that, hey, we need to work on this and really get this thing happening and get this ball rolling. I don't know. This is now starting to become quite the soap opera, and my heart goes out to all the cast members that don't have jobs and are suffering right now. And that includes Universal and the SeaWorld employees that haven't come back to work too. It's not just the Disney cast members. You know, they're the biggest because they made the news. They have, you know, the most employees that they've laid off, and they're have the most drama going on right now, but they're not the only ones. And this rally really shows that there are people out there, employees, fans, goers, park goers, just people in general, they're in support of these cast members getting their jobs back and having the chance to get their lives back. And I hope that somebody gets to see what's going on here and starts to stand up, you know, on a higher level, not just locals and fans. Maybe somebody in the mayor's office or something can stand up and say, hey, it's enough, you know. Props to these guys for going out there today. Next time, try and advertise it a little bit more. You might get more people to show up, you know, in support of you, and I hope that it keeps growing, and I hope that you rallying together and getting together and showing your support really helps, and it shows that there's a public and demand need, you know, for people to go back to work and for these parks to be open and everything like that. So kudos to you guys. That's the latest update on the drama between Disneyland and California. Stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already, to get the latest on everything that's going on right now in California, because it's crazy right now, guys. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.